I'm Jan Kearse, and I'm the Senior Leader for Workforce and Leadership at MDF. And I'm also the Program Director for Leadership Maine and ICL. Each year, our alumni nominate candidates for the Kenneth M. Curtis Leadership Award. It's designed to recognize extraordinary achievements by our Leadership Maine graduates. Governor Curtis articulated the need for leaders who can influence change in the face of conflict and lead by example. He was also the Dean of Leadership Maine in year one. This year, I am honored to congratulate Gilda Nardone as the 2020 Kenneth M. Curtis Leadership Awardee. Gilda is the Executive Director for New Ventures Maine and was a member of the Delta class. For 40 years, Gilda has championed the mission of an organization that grew its programs to help Maine people achieve economic security for themselves and their families. In the words of her colleague Janet Smith, as both the founder and cornerstone of New Ventures Maine, Gilda has contributed to countless success stories of men and women across the state. Gilda's clear vision helped lay a path for change. Gilda is described as mission-driven, dedicated, innovative, loyal, compassionate, and persistent. Kenneth M. Curtis awardees are individuals who have given selflessly. They are also usually incredibly humble. But as your colleague in the Maine Spark Adult Promise work and in the Maine Leadership Circle, let me say, you hit this one out of the ballpark. Your dedication, commitment, and willingness to adapt and change your organization to better serve Maine is inspiring. Congratulations and thank you for all you do. Give and when necessary, conjure to deliver on your much needed mission. Next up, Karen Anderson, who has worked with Gilda for 3 decades, and Deirdre Wadsworth, president of Hardy Pond Construction.
Some people would call her a servant leader. I just call her a very quiet leader and an empowering leader. If there's one thing that Gilda does well, she builds relationships and maintains them. And I know her experience in Leadership Maine was extremely valuable and important, and came at a time where the new doors that were opened and the new connections that were made and the new people that became friends and colleagues has been another important piece of the continued growth and development. Because this organization started as Gilda with $10,000 appropriated by the state legislature. Gilda at that time was probably one of maybe a handful of women who was brokering with the power structure that was, at that point in time, probably exclusively men, or almost exclusively men. That initial $10,000 has resulted in millions and millions of dollars in money earned, mostly by women in the beginning, but women and men over time, money invested in their own education, money invested in their businesses, and money that has funded things through the state, because some of these businesses have become quite successful.
As a female-owned construction company, so we're a little weird in that sense. There's not many of us in the state. Gilda, in 2 ways. So she saw me when I was in my 20s as a part of this company, and in the fact that I was in a non-traditional field, and asked me to join the advisory council. And so I remember thinking when we met, we were at Big Sky and we had coffee and whatnot, and I thought, does she really know that I'm this young? Like, does she really think that I'm going to help this organization in any way? And I think she was able to see that people of sort of all different types of backgrounds and whatnot had a voice, and she wanted to bring that to New Ventures. She also gave me a voice in a lot of ways in She put me in, I was in a room with, lots of people that were important, and gave me an avenue to advocate for my industry. So I've been involved with the Totally Trades program, which gets girls who are interested in non-traditional fields and in the trades. Our state is aging, our construction industry is aging, we're full of men, and it's given me an opportunity to really push my industry as a viable career path for young women. I did take a class when I was right out of college. I took a budgeting class, and so that's one of the ways that I was introduced to the organization. People have started companies, they have employed many people, so in that way they've grown the economics of our state immensely. I mean, every time you hear a story from someone that's been through New Ventures program, they're smiling.
From all of us here at Norway Savings Bank, congratulations, Gilda. The Ken Curtis Leadership Award is a well-deserved recognition of your lifetime of service to Maine's women and men who find themselves at life's crossroads. You and your team of experts at New Ventures Maine make every client know they are heard, respected, and supported. Your work has been vital in their journey. Just imagine this impact and the ripple effect it's had through the years. Simply amazing. Your leadership and your inspiring passion have made all the difference. So from all of us here at the bank, thank you, Gilda.
Thank you. I'm very honored to receive this award, particularly from Leadership Maine colleagues that I've worked with over the years, and particularly at this time when I would much prefer to be in person to celebrate with all of you. As many of you are aware, New Ventures Maine, also known as Women Working Community and Displaced Homemakers over the years, and Maine Development Foundation and many other progressive organizations in the state recently celebrated our 40th anniversaries. It provided an opportunity to reflect on the changes that have occurred over these past 4 decades, to celebrate the progress and to recognize the equity and justice work that still needs to happen. This award also recognizes all the staff, participants, partners, and policymakers, past and present, who've contributed to and shared this work with me. I remain committed to advocating for positive change in our state and nation, and I look forward to achieving that through working with many of you across generations, race, gender, economic status, and other categories that have divided us in the past, to create a more inclusive and equitable Maine, a state that I love so much. Thank you.